Well, hello to anybody that's watching my video today. Today I've stopped by to do some sample panning here on Turkey Creek in the Cherokee National Forest in Monroe County, Tennessee. It's a nice looking creek. As most of the creeks in here, it's in a fairly steep valley, which generally means lots of exposed bedrock, and you can see plenty of bedrock showing here. We look upstream, as last week, all around us we see the rhododendrons are in bloom. It's kind of a partly cloudy day out. Some clouds up in the sky. Still plenty of blue. And it's not very hot considering it's late June. It's probably upper 70s here right now. Kind of looking at the creek. Has a lot of potential. We're going to get in here and check it out, and we'll see what we get into. Okay, I'm back. We're a pan apiece in, and both of us found a small color in each pan. And I wanted to take a break for a minute and kind of return back to what we're looking at and looking for. As you can see in my pan, and I have not panned it past this point so far, there's a lot of black sand. This was not even a full pan of material. But one thing you're looking for those of you that are new, that aren't familiar with gold deposits and gold deposition, is you're looking for mineralization. When we get out and start panning, I always try to look at the amounts of black sand and other heavy minerals that occur. The black sand in itself is not worth anything, but it is an indication of base mineralization in the area. And gold is most commonly contemporaneously deposited with the heavy minerals. Even though gold's not a mineral itself, it's really an element. But chances are a lot better when you see a lot of mineralization in the area that gold's going to be present, at least in more viable quantities. So we're going to get back to work here and see what else shows up, and I'll have a little bit more in a minute. Okay, we're continuing to sample. We're finding some color, maybe every other pan or so. It's promising so far. You can see there's lots of cracks and crevices to work. You can also see it's a really nice creek just to check out the scenery and take a few pictures. Evan's down there working the cracks with the sucker. I'm working some gravel with a shovel to see what I come up with. So far I've come up with a couple of small colors. He's done a little bit better in the cracks down there, so we're going to focus in on some more cracks after I get done with a couple of pans up here with the shovel. Looks like an area here where the water may slow down a little bit, tends to widen out a little bit, and I'm going to see what I can find. We've decided to focus in on an area in the bedrock. There's kind of a wide space in there, had some decent sized rocks wedged down in it. And it looks like it may continue over. We're going to have to get some rocks moved off of it. We've got the super sucker and a large pry bar to move some of them out. And hopefully it's going to have some color in it. Back again, Evan's working on a crack in the bedrock. Quite a bit of material in there, and it is showing some color. I just cleaned out a spot just a little bit further up and got 6 small colors out of a pan. Nothing big so far, mainly little wires and specks and some small flakes. Nothing big enough to really catch with the camera, but we might be getting closer to something. Stay tuned and we'll check it out. Back at Turkey Creek again. It's been a while since I've shot any footage, but you can see a small hole I've started about a foot off the bank, trying to stick to the 12-inch reel. I've gotten down to a big rock or bedrock. It's probably just a bigger rock. I'm probably no more than a shovel deep. But the hole has consistently produced good amounts of small color. Even better than what the bedrock has so far. We're still looking for some spots, but so far it's looking pretty promising. And our usual friend, the limonite cube, has showed up. That's the first one of any size, but that's a nice one. Very little wear on it. Saw one small one earlier, but these are pretty common in the gold areas in this region. So we're going to get back to work again. We've only got a little bit more time left. We only had about 2.5 hours. I imagine we've gotten 60 or 70 small flecks and specks and wires of gold so far today. It's not hard to find, but we really haven't found any great concentrations or any great size, but it shows good promise. Lots of black sand and nice location too. Smile for the camera. Say gold. Come on, say gold.
Gold.
Back to the live action again. Nothing major to report mining right here, but you can see all the rhododendrons. They're just everywhere in here. Blooms all over the creek, all over the banks, all over the rhododendrons. Really nice. We've pretty much reached the end of our 2.5 hours that we had to work here. The sun's kind of behind the clouds and starting to drop behind the ridge. We got to get back home. I finally found a rock up there that shows pretty good color when you dig underneath it. I'm going to get one more pan and then we're going to call it a day. But it's been a pretty good day. Pretty good 2.5 hours. Decent color. Good scenery. So until the next time, get out and find some color.